Okay, so South Park dropped their second episode. This time we had JD Vance all up in here. It would have been funny if they used that one meme, you know, the ones where they Photoshop his face and everything, but they didn't. They went with this one. I mean, I guess this one is kind of Photoshop. I don't think that's a real life picture of him. But yeah, JD Vance made an appearance in the new South Park episode. And looking at the South Park profile, we got them with the profile picture of Kristi Noem. I think that's what her name was, Kristi Noem. I didn't even know about her exactly until the episode, and there is some interesting lore about it. So that's pretty funny. They changed it like on the day after the episode release. And it's on the episode of Got a Nut. And I found this on the X platform that the whole episode is actually up online. So, I mean, I guess we'll just go through the episode here. So, the big thing that happens in the episode is Mr. Mackey gets fired. Clyde makes his own podcast, and then Carmen's all mad. And then Carmen's goes to make his own podcast, and then that's where we get him being basically a Charlie Kirk over here. And I know that was a big deal, and Charlie Kirk made a bunch of reactions to the episode, which we're going to check out later. But yeah, Carmen goes there. Mr. Mackey joins ICE because they're paying well. Okay, I don't know how much further I can show, but then we have Kristi Noem being the individual that we just seen on the South Park profile picture. She just goes off and shoots dog. I mean, if you've seen the episode, you've seen the episode. I'm not gonna go through the whole thing, but I'm just scrolling by here to see if there was anything interesting. We got Trump, of course, with JD Vance. Oh, and another bonus, dude, this person over here looks like James Charles. I was like, I think that is James Charles because they're the ones putting on the makeup for her. Well, I don't know if that was a James Charles reference. But of course, you know, we got Trump and JD Vance getting roasted. So, and we have the progressive / liberal Harry Sisson over here saying, ha ha ha, South Park strikes again with another hilarious depiction of Trump and JD Vance in their hilarious episode. Donald is not going to be happy. Dude, this is such a, I mean, sure, I agree with this post, right? But this is such a, dude, this is such like, this is a way that like a corny conservative will make a next post like this, dude. Donald is not going to be happy. I don't know, dude. I just found this post, the way that this post was written is kind of corny, but I do agree that bro is going to be salty probably behind the scenes. I don't know, man, unless they got over it. So then South Park also said, welcome to Mar-a-Lago, #South Park. It's got over 200,000 likes, and JD Vance, bro, the vice president of the United States, quote, responded to it saying, well, I finally made it. And this one actually got a bunch of views, so over 20 million views, over 387,000 likes. So JD Vance making a response here and just, you know, just running along with the joke, I guess. So, you know, playing it well somewhat. I don't know if he would be salty, but I mean, how else are you supposed to take this portrayal in South Park besides just like kind of like a funny thing? But one of the things that the episode did was that South Park took a jab at Kristi Noem, the Secretary of Homeland Security, so that's what she was, where she, in the episode, she shoots like a bunch of dogs and stuff. I mean, spoiler alert, but if you're watching this video, it's more than likely you've already seen the episode. And I was like, wait, I didn't even know about the lore behind her. I googled like, what's the story behind her, and so I found this Reddit post here that says that she basically like shot her own dog. This is real life too, but let me go to the Grok response because I think it encapsulates it more from multiple sources. So I asked Grok, what is the lore with Kristi Noem and dogs? So the controversy, and I got the response saying that the controversy surrounding Kristi Noem and dogs stems from her 2024 memoir, No Going Back, where she recounts killing her 14-month-old, that's crazy, dude, 14-month-old wire-hair pointer, cricket, and an unnamed goat. So she not only killed her own dog, but she killed a goat, which we'll see it took her a while to kill it. But Noem describes Cricket as untrainable and aggressive, claiming the dog disrupted a pheasant hunt, killed a neighbor's chickens, and attempted to bite her. She took Cricket to a gravel pit on her property and shot her, citing the act as a tough but necessary decision reflective of rural life and her willingness to handle difficult, messy, and ugly tasks. Dude, you killed your fucking dog. That's, dude, that's like one of the worst. She didn't even like put it down to sleep. She put a bullet in its head, presumably in its head, right? She also killed a goat she described as aggressive and smelly. Dude, what the hell? Oh, dude, there's so many roasts I want to make against this woman, but it says here that shooting it twice after the first shot wounded it. Like, okay, dude, so not only do you suck as a person, but you suck at shooting an animal point blank right like 2 feet in front of you. What's good, man? What's good? These incidents, detailed to showcase her decisiveness, spark widespread backlash across political and social spectrums. Dude, I don't even think this is like a political thing. It's just like, you're such a weird person for doing this. And social spectrums for their perceived cruelty, with critics arguing she could have pursued alternatives like rehoming or training Cricket. And then a bunch more things here. But yeah, dude, imagine shooting a 14-month-old dog. I mean, Kristi Noem doesn't have to imagine it because she did it here. And also they were roasting her about her, that she puts on a lot of makeup or Botox or like that. But yeah, man, I think so far she has not responded to it. At least on her X account. Or I have not seen anyone. Oh, wait, 2 hours ago? Okay, 11 hours ago, we got a repost. But let's see, 2 hours ago, she said, our brave ICE law enforcement are now facing a 1,000% increase in assaults against them as they risk their lives to arrest the worst of the worst criminal illegal aliens. Bro, you shot your dog. You're a defenseless dog. I mean, dude, these acts of violence are fueled by sanctuary politicians' rhetoric vilifying our law enforcement. We will not and have not let this violence stop us or slow us down. Every day our law enforcement continues to enforce the laws and arrest the most depraved criminals, including pedophiles, terrorists, murderers, gang members, and sexual predators. I mean, sure, but dude, I mean, I can't see this woman the same anymore after finding out that she shot her dog point blank and shot a goat 2 times because the first one she apparently missed a vital part of the goat. I don't know, man. This woman is so weird to me, dude. But now going on to Charlie Kirk. Well, we get this clip here that says, not South Park claiming Charlie Kirk for cutting footage of good arguments against men. And the ironic thing is that Charlie Kirk goes on to react to multiple segments from the South Park, I think. I mean, I don't watch them, but from what the clips I've seen, bro has reacted to like multiple different parts of the South Park episode. But the one thing that I didn't see a clip of, at least, is the part where it gets mentioned that Charlie Kirk cuts out like parts that are against him. So let's just see this South Park clip here.
Mom, you don't understand. I'm getting really good at this. I have my arguments down rock solid. These young college girls are totally unprepared, so I can just destroy them and also edit out all the ones that actually argue back well.
Charlie Kirk master debates college students. That was a funny narrative to go by.
Let me ask you this.
Okay, so this is Charlie Kirk's post, at least the one that I got on my For You page. So here we're going to see Charlie Kirk's reaction.
So let me ask you this. What is your definition of a woman?
Yeah,
so
putting down the mic in between the question, that is pure art, South Park.
What is my what? What is a woman? It's a very simple question.
Well, a woman is a lady friend who, gives you kisses.
You see, you can't answer the question, but something is male or it is female. Both sides in scripture agree to that, and that's just the truth. Next.
Another post to totally destroyed.
Oh, jeez.
I think the whole thing
Charlie
is just
reacting.
awesome and hilarious. There's so much more I want to say about this, but the whole shtick, by the way, Comedy Central, South Park, you crushed the water. I compulsively drink water on campus. It's like, okay, boom.
I kind of do too on stream.
Now, the lozenges, you got to work a little. And by the way, the Holy Bible right next to it. I even said on this campus tour I was going to bring a Holy Bible with me to every single campus stuff.
Okay, so that's Charlie Kirk reacted. So so far from what I've seen, every single time he's reacted to South Park, it's actually been somewhat, like, fine. It hasn't been, like, bro hasn't freaked out. But, yeah, he reacts to it pretty well, I guess, if you could say. I mean, pretty much the way that you should be reacting to a South Park episode, like, kind of giving the process we'll see here in this next clip.
Okay, everybody, the South Park episode just dropped, and honestly, it is hilarious. I mean, part of it is kind of like whatever, typical humor.
Sure.
But it was hilarious. Just watch this little snippet of our Prove Me Wrongs, our viral cultural domination on prime time.
Dude, the only thing that was like, I guess I was like, all right, bro, like, to the South Park stuff was the amount of times that the dogs were shot. But I mean, I didn't know the context of the Christine Noem, how much of a weirdo she is for shooting her own dog. That's crazy. But I was like, dude, like, when I was watching the episode, I was like, dude, is South Park just going like the shocking route? It's like, this is a little bit too much, like, because they did it like 4 or 5 times, maybe a couple more times. I was like, okay, bro, but now after knowing the context of Christy Noem and that memoir she wrote, it's like, okay, now I see why they did it. But I think it's going to be at the same way in that Caitlyn Jenner just keeps on running over people in the South Park episodes. Like, every time we see Caitlyn Jenner driving a car, she's always running over someone, because in real life she ran over someone. And I think it's going to be the same thing with Christy Noem and shooting dogs, dude. I mean, but now knowing the context, I'm more okay with it. Because, yeah, man, I thought that they were just going for a shock factor, but nah, man.
Time on Comedy Central.
Okay, but this is Charlie Kirk.
So impactful that South Park is highlighting. Watch it.
I'm sick of people stealing my stick. If anyone around here is going to be a master debater, it's me. So let's go. Who wants to debate the master debater? Let's go. You right there.
Baby.
That's the stupidest haircut I've ever seen.
You are wrong. Leviticus 3:17 says it shall be a perpetual statute for your generations throughout all your dwellings. So you can shut up, baby. You just hate America and you love abortions.
Not only that, but Jeremiah 1:5, I made you in the womb. South Park gets this right. In fact, I think they've been watching a lot of Charlie Kirk videos. Watch.
Well, they got to do their research.
I think you have the right to say what I do with my body.
Let me ask you something. If a pregnant woman is killed and the baby dies too, why is the killer charged with a double homicide?
Well, because people have different beliefs.
It's not about belief, it's about truth. Science confirms life begins at conception. So yes, Jeremiah 1:5 says, before I formed you in the womb, I knew you.
Bro's master debating in the restroom.
We protect the most vulnerable.
And we got our own award show as part
yeah, that too.
South Park. I was told going in.
That was another thing too. They dropped Bro's name. I didn't think they were gonna do it because, especially after he changed his profile picture to the South Park parody. But yeah, they actually dropped the Charlie Kirk Awards, man. That makes it even funnier.
If they say your name, that's a big win. Well, apparently
that is a win. I can't even lie.
Kirk Awards.
I'm not a fan of this guy, but I can't lie. That was a win for Charlie Kirk. But I mean, when you get made fun of in South Park, it's not something to fully be proud of. But he is taking it in stride, so I'll give him that.
Hello and welcome to the 3rd annual Charlie Kirk Award.
The Master
for
Debaters.
Young Master Debaters. More and more young people today are learning to fight for America through masturbation. We're here to honor the recent efforts of a brave young man who has been furiously masturbating.
I think they even have his face there.
Now, there's going to be a lot said about this, but we need to have a good spirit about being made fun of. This is all a success. This is all a win. We as conservatives, we have thick skin, not thin skin. And you can make fun of us. It doesn't matter. And until next time, I hope all of you also become master debaters for truth.
I mean, I can't hate on that right there, but Bro's taking like I said, like Bro's taking the South Park parodies in stride. But again, it comes out to the point, like at the end, like I hope, or not hope, but what's actually going on is like there are like some right wing people thinking that South Park is like on their side still to this day. But they're not. Well, actually, South Park's not on any side, really, right? They make fun of everyone. But yet, I wanted to end off this portion, at least, with this expose that I seen where it says, we reached the point where South Park, a cartoon, is the only major media outlet openly ridiculing Trump. Everyone else has been sued, silenced, or scared into submissions, which is pretty lame in itself. Might be because MAGA still thinks Maston and Trey Parker are laughing with them, not at them. Yes, dude, like, we're laughing at y'all. But the proper ways that some of them have to do it, like J.D. Vance and Charlie Kirk have done, is that they've been laughing along with them. So that's not bad. Now let's go to Charlie Kirk's X account and see what else he has said. No, it's just regular back to posting here, hashtag rage rating. But let's see, 13, bro posts a lot. That was 13 hours ago. Okay, so here he says, not bad, Carmen. Reposts, holy shit from the MAGA voice. Holy shit, watch as Carmen playing Charlie Kirk on South Park completely crushed his liberal. This has got to be satire, right? They're not like actually thinking that Carmen is actually owning a liberal. MAGA is completely taking over everything. Cool. Liberals absolutely can't stand this. What? This is a word for word quote. Conservatives are funnier than liberals. I mean, it depends on what people you follow, right? And I think that's it for the South Park there. But yeah, bro still has the profile picture of Carmen being him, basically. I don't know, man. I'm interested in the rest of the season, dude. See who else they go after.